will certainly recognize our next guest for his amazing voice on the hit show Glee. But this guy, triple threat, the guy can sing, dance, act, and who knew he's also a terrific writer. His first novel, The Land of Stories, The Wishing Spell, has been in the making for years. Everybody, please welcome Chris Colfer. Hi, my friends.
Again, we want to thank you for sticking around. We had you in the morning here on Good Morning America. You stick around, and I really want to get to this book. It was amazing when I read about it. You actually started writing this thing when you were 10 years old.
Yes, I attempted writing it when I was 10. Yeah, and each chapter was about 2 pages long because I didn't know many words. So I promised myself then that I would try to write it someday when I knew more words to write with.
I love your grandmother's advice. Just tell us real quick when you told your grandmother that you wanted to be an author.
My grandma was my first editor, so I'd bring those chapters to her, and she'd spell check and grammar check, and I would cry because it was so hard to write a story. And she'd say, Christopher, I think you should at least get through the 6th grade before you worry about failing as a writer.
You know, every book, every first book especially, has to be written. You need to write it. What did you need to write starting when you were 10?
Oh, I don't know. I was just born wanting to be a storyteller. You know, I think this story was one of the first stories that I absolutely knew I had to tell, even if it's the last thing I did. But I don't know. I guess that's the magic of writing. You don't really know where it comes from.
And I love the sort of twist that you give some characters that we're familiar with in the fairy tale land. Give us a couple examples.
Well, as a kid, I love fairy tales, and I never wanted the stories to end. So I tried to continue the stories the best way I could. So like Goldilocks, like as soon as she robbed the 3 bears, like I just went downhill for her. Like she became a wanted fugitive. She's been running for the law ever since.
Really funny.
And Red Riding Hood, she now has her own kingdom, which is not the best idea because she was never really the sharpest tool in the shed. Like she couldn't recognize a wolf in drag. Like she thought it was her grandma.
Honestly, this has movie written all over it.
It has
movie
many
all
movies.
Over it.
Oh, thank you.
We want to ask you though about the day job, Glee.
Oh yeah.
What should we expect to see this year?
Hopefully not those pants ever again. Those gold pants, I hope never come back.
That's terrific.
But we hear maybe Sarah Jessica Parker?
Yes, I think that they can confirm that. Yes,
we can now confirm
yes,
right here.
Right here.
Breaking news.